Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching and coming. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification bell. I am trying to upload every Monday and sometimes a bonus video on Friday when I can get a chance to upload a video. I have my favorite products that I've discovered or still am using. There's one I think I bought at the end of last year, but I used it so much this year. I included it in here, but most of these are products that I've bought in 2018 and cannot stop using. Some of them are newer products, some are a little older, but yes. So we're gonna get started. I will have a video of this tutorial up after this video, but I know I'll get questioned. This is the Salted Caramel Lip Gloss from I Heart Revolution. It's the Salted Caramel Chocolate. Their chocolate lip glosses are fantastic. I have 3 and I have 2 on the way to me as well. So that's how much I love them. I'm such a lip gloss girl at the moment. So this is Salted Caramel. It's like probably my favorite one out of the 3 I do have so far. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with face products. So 2 mixers that I can't stop using. I have problems with trying to find pale foundations, or a company will come out with a foundation, but it's just not pale enough. And then sometimes they'll bring out paler shades and stuff like that. But the Revolution Pro foundation mixer I have been absolutely loving. I really love this. It's very affordable. Usually only need 1 drop with most of the foundations. Some foundations, if they're a tad too dark, I will put 2 little drops in here. It comes with a dropper. So yeah, so I've been loving this, and you get 18 milliliters, which is great, and it's very affordable. I want to say it's $5.99 or $6.99, somewhere in there. The next one is by Gosh. This one is kind of more expensive. I think this was like £10 for me, which is like €11.50, which is kind of up there in price. But it is very good, but I think I'll stick with the Revolution Pro just because it is so much cheaper. Well, it's not so much cheaper, but it is. But the only thing actually about this Revolution Pro one, actually I think these would be very close, because the Gosh one I think I got for £9.99, which is $11.50. These I think are about, I think these are 6, but I could be wrong. They could be 7, but I'm gonna say they're 6. So for 2 of these, you'd get 36 milliliters, and it would cost me €12. But I get 30 milliliters for about €11.50. So it's very close. But I just I don't need a lot of it all the time. So I just kind of wish they'd had 20 milliliters in here. If they put 2 more milliliters in this would have been perfect. But I really like these. They work great. They're great mixers. I haven't tried the Body Shop one. I've heard kind of mixed things about it. The next thing I love, and I definitely have been using, is the Flormar Illuminating Primer Makeup Base. You get 30 milliliters in this. I think it's like €10. It's super affordable. It's a great one. It has a pump. I really like this primer when I want a dewy glow. I haven't been using it recently because I've been using my next product that I'm going to talk about a lot, and I just feel like the two just don't go well together. But if I'm using kind of like a more matter foundation, I'm not really into mattes, but I want that little bit of a healthy glow underneath it, I'll definitely use this. That was definitely a repurchase. I'm pretty sure I started using it at the end of 2017. I'm dropping things, bear with me, and I'm trying to fly through this so it's not too long. So that is by Flormar. If you can get Flormar, definitely get this primer. It's fantastic. I'm sorry for anybody in America and Canada and anywhere not in Ireland or the UK. I'm not sure if you can get Flormar, but if you can, get your hands on it. This is the next thing I'm talking about. I think people around the world can get it. I know Americans can get it. I hope people in Canada can get it. I haven't heard anybody talking about it, but this, I'm having a hard time trying to find myself to get 2 backups of this. I need to get 2 backups of this. I've been like trying not to use this too much because if I run out, I'm gonna cry. It's the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. This is the best fixing spray for if you want a dewy skin. So I'm gonna show you guys now. This is kind of what my skin is looking like. I'm using the Catrice HD Liquid Foundation, which I absolutely love, but I've said that in a few videos that I've loved that, so I didn't include it in here. This is what my skin looks like, and then I just spray like 2-3 sprays on it. My skin is quite dewy today, so I don't need a whole lot, but if my skin just needs a pick-me-up, I'll use this throughout the day. I Love this. I only got this in like October of 2018 and I'm here and I brought it to Florida and I used it almost every day. So I need a backup. So I gotta look online and see if I can buy it anywhere because everywhere I go, they don't have it and I'm really bummed. Two foundations that were newer discoveries for me. This one, Flormart Perfect Coverage Foundation, which has SPF 15 in it. I can't remember how much this was, about I think it's €10, but I could be wrong, could be more, could be less, I'm not sure. I love that it has a pump, but their color selection is terrible. I have 101 and it's just not light enough for me. It has the right undertone, but it's not the right color. I think they had a shade 105, but it's too pink undertoned and it just wouldn't have worked. So unless they've come out with some new ones, I bought this in March and middle of March of 2018 and I can't stop using it. I'm probably halfway through the bottle, so I want to check and see if they have a different color of that because I love that foundation. But this is my favorite foundation of 2018 and it trumps all the foundations I bought. I did get this in October, so nearing the end of the year again, but I had to include this because ever since I got it, I use it so much. I have probably gone through half of it and I'm trying not to use it all the time like I was, but I brought this to Florida. It was amazing. It's the Isadora Active All Day Makeup. Every time I wear this foundation, someone's like, your skin looks amazing. Your skin looks so healthy. I mixed it with, or I don't mix it, but I put the Catrice all the time over top to set it, to give it a bit more of a dewy, because it's not like dewy and it's not matte. It's kind of like a satin, so your skin looks not flat matte, but do you know what I mean? So that is the Isadora. The color I have is 10 Fair. Again, if this is their lightest shade, which is all I could find at the pharmacy I bought this at, if this is their lightest shade, ooh, Isadora, come out with like a 05 porcelain because this is not light enough. This is that shade too dark for me at the moment. It worked great when I was in Florida. And then concealers. Their Isadora Light Up Brightening Cushion Concealer. Again, I bought this when I bought that foundation. These two together are fantastic. This does have a really glowy look, so I have to set it because I don't like shininess under my eyes. My mascara will just crease like crazy if I don't set it, but this foundation does not crease when I set it with powder. It is fantastic. It's got like a dewy look to it, so it's very moisturizing under the eyes. So if you're somebody who's more, I know I'm talking really fast, I'm sorry. If you're somebody who is more prone to creasing under that, I would say give that a go because it does have like a really brightening effect, but it's also moisturizing. It's not matte. I am using a matte today by Essence that I'm trying out. Yeah, and then the Revolution Conceal and Define. Everybody talks about this foundation. This is really good, but again, I have to go light-handed. I'm almost out of this. I don't know if I'll ever repurchase the big one because I have so many concealers, but I do really like this. It's just, you have to be careful not to be cakey with it for somebody who is more matured skin. Just be careful of that. I don't have necessarily a favorite bronzer. It's kind of my same one from last year, which I think was the Makeup Revolution. It's in a 3, it's in the color Fair, I know that, and it's like a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter in it, and it's like a little palette thing. Anyway, I didn't have that. I don't have a favorite blush. I, to be honest, didn't buy a lot of blushes last year. I have so many, and I'm just happy with what I have, so I haven't, anything hasn't kind of drawn me in. Highlighters though, again, I did buy these at the end of the year. So the two highlighters I'm talking about are the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighting Powder in Starlight Glow. I bought this in November, but I have been really liking it. It's more of a kind of, it's not the best. It's not the best highlighter. I feel like it's supposed to be kind of like the Benefit. You're probably not going to see it because my skin is so pale. It's kind of like the champagne-y kind of color, like the Benefit one, Mary Luminizer, but it's not as good as that. This just is one that I'll use when I want a glow, but not like, whoa. Like during the week when I'm just kind of like, just wanting my skin to look fresh. The Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch is another one I picked up in November when I was in America. I've been wanting to get my hands on this, but I just kind of knew I'd either be going to America or Canada and I could probably get it there. So I've been holding off for the last like 2 years that I've really wanted to try to get this. This is the Bruisey Brunch one. Just looks like this. This color is stunning. Again, it's kind of got that gold glow to it. It almost is too dark now for me though. Here it is there. It's really glowy. It's really pretty on the skin. But because it has like a lot of that bronze kind of color in there, it does lean that little bit too dark for me at the moment as it's winter. So hopefully I can get some sun in the summer and start wearing it again, because all the color from Florida is pretty much gone now. I have like no color left. So onto palettes, the Carter Beauty palette. This is the Warm Velvet palette. I'm loving this, you guys. It looks like this. I've used it a good few times. It's just me. It's very, very pigmented. I'm loving this. I like the package. It doesn't have a mirror, but that doesn't really bother me, to be honest. But I really like the package. The Lemon Drizzle palette was one I bought in 2018. I love the chocolate bar palettes. I could probably have them all up here. I've been trying a few now already for this year and I'm loving them. Lemon Drizzle palette, gorgeous. I've used this a good few times. I love my yellows, my burgundies, my burnt oranges, an orange. I love browns. I love those all kind. And that's what this is. I love coppers, golds, and this palette just, yes. I love the chocolate bar palettes. I have like 15 of them now. I just love them. The I Heart Revolution chocolate bar palette in the nudes. I love this palette. Again, it's beautiful. This is definitely, if you're somebody who just loves neutral toned colors, this is beautiful. It kind of makes me think of the S'mores one a little bit. I'm gonna have to hold them beside each other here because it's giving me the S'mores chocolate bar palette vibe just a little bit. I wanna see what the difference is between them. The Sophie X Extra Spice palette, again, was one that came out in 2018. Absolutely loving this palette. It's just got the, again, burnt oranges, yellows. It has a green in it, which is beautiful. Silver, a pink, a coppery color. Oh, I just love it. A really gorgeous like red, which is right there. I absolutely love this palette. She did an amazing job. Her other palette is still an amazing palette that I love just as much. And then the Imagination palette, again, was another one that I got. I did get the Tammy palette, but I don't reach for it as much as I thought I would. But the Imagination palette, her packaging is unbelievably gorgeous. I love the colors that she picked. I love these 4 in the middle that are like neutral tones that you can use. I could use every single shade of those anyway, but you can use one for the crease. I love that they're bigger because, you know, sometimes I just like to throw on a color and go. I love that there's oranges in here. Like this orange, Mills, is beautiful. It's probably one of my favorite orange shades from any palette. I love that. Honeybee, I love that color, you know. Berry Blast is gorgeous. I love this palette. I just love the setup, the way it looks. This butterfly shade here is beautiful and stunning and kind of quite unique to Revolution. I really like that. It's kind of like a silvery blue. It doesn't run, it looks really blue, but then it's kind of like a duochrome. It's silver, but then it has that hint of blue. It's like a baby blue. I love that. So those are the palettes, you guys, that I've been loving. Those are the products that I have been loving in 2018. Some of these are new discoveries. Most of them are new discoveries for me. Products I've never tried before and have gotten my hands on over the year. So that's that. And now we're into 2019. I'm a little bit behind on this, but I already have some favorite products already and it's only January. So I have to start writing down like favorite products of, you know, so and so, but it's because it's so hard to remember from January all the way when December comes what products, you know, you kind of have to go back on these. But yes, those are the products, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up because it really helps out my channel. I am really trying to grow my channel this year. But you know what? I am happy with 2,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd get to 2,000 subscribers ever because this is only a hobby for me. I can never give it 10 million percent, because I have 2 kids that are my world and we are so busy now that they're a little older. But I do this at any spare chance that I can, and I really want to try. Keep looking for my videos every Monday. I should have an upload and a special one on Fridays. Some Fridays I'll have one, some I won't. So that's why hitting that notification bell is very important. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it for all the support. Yeah, thank you so much. Until next time, guys. Bye.